What's done is done and can't be undone. Those are the words that came to me one day years after I lost my career due to a medical issue. Those words hadn't yet come to mind when I crossed under the famous Maine-New Hampshire state line bridge when I embarked on a long journey across the United States and back. As I crossed the bridge, I had high hopes and dreams of keeping up with posts and videos of the journey. I wanted to share the country in all its glorious wonder. I wanted to take photos, make stationery, and help inspire others to not just survive, but to live. These were my intentions. As I traveled south toward Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, I had no idea just how frozen in time my entire life was, how unable to move forward I had become. I stayed busy on this journey, too busy to post and create. I told myself I would do it when I arrived home, when I had time, when my brain could deal. But the thing about time is, it doesn't matter if you have the time, if you're stuck in time itself, stuck in the past, stuck in battles still being fought, both in your mind and in legalities. My home, my safe place, I had never been scared to leave it until I got sick and lost what I thought at the time was everything. People were judging me, watching me, and my identity was ripped from me. When I embarked on this trip, I was in a living hell. But this trip, I feel, stick with me. You'll see how a trip I took a while ago can now be seen clearer, with fresher eyes, with a more open heart, with some weight lifted off. I hope you will go on this journey with me. For this portion of the trip, I arrived at Graves Mountain Farm and Lodges in Virginia as a base for exploring Shenandoah National Park. They had their own on-site restaurant where I ate and settled in for the night. I thought about making this series about just photos and places and travel tips, but there are a ton of people who have been in the same boat as me and suffered a career loss, or suffered any loss that upends their world. We can find the good, we can overcome, we can look at the springtime barrenness of Shenandoah National Park and know that although we were in the stripped down dark days, summer is coming. My journey is one that tells more of the human spirit than what trail to choose. While there will be some of that along the way, the essence of the story will be told through finding the vitality of the human spirit. The same vitality can be found in the wilds of the American landscape. I drove to Shenandoah National Park to Skyline Drive. I hiked to Mary's Rock via the Spring Meadow parking area. On the trail, I was thinking of the Navy Seabee motto, "Can Do." As a daughter of a Vietnam veteran, that motto has been with me my whole life, courtesy of my dad. It's always been a good reminder to help me get through battles that I feel like I just can't do anymore. Whether you're in a legal battle, a health battle, or just a very challenging hike, I think this motto serves as a powerful reminder to just keep going. Something else stuck out to me while on the trail. I met two guys who stopped. One of them told me that I could pass by and he needed to rest anyway. I said it was my first hike in a long time, and cheerfully he said, "You're doing great." That comment meant so much to me in that moment for so many reasons. I think it's a good reminder to try to encourage others. We may not be able to change the world, but we can certainly change the world around us. After the hike, I headed back to my lodging for the night.
Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. try to fix what has been broken.
The next morning, I went back to Shenandoah National Park to drive more of Skyline Drive. I definitely hit the time of year in the park where things weren't fully green yet and nature was coming out of winter. It felt like a good analogy for life. Sometimes we are coming out of a dark, dark winter and know that a bright summer has to be coming, even though it still seems very dark. It's like something keeps telling you to hang in there. Better days are coming. The sun will shine again. I even hit snow, which was a bit much for me as I was trying to escape to warmer weather. I wasn't sure if I was going to head to another park in Tennessee or head south. I decided to head south and try to find the bright summer sun, even though it was only spring. And for that, you'll have to stay tuned to find out where I went next. It's time to start telling my story. And it's time to start telling your story. You, as well as myself, just need to figure out where to start. We will all have our new beginnings someday. Beginnings that may not have arrived had our old lives not been shattered. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
I'll try to spread